I'm 40 years old, and I'm going to sell my house to become an airline pilot. I've wanted this since I was a teen. I've got my private pilot license, so I'm not starting cold, but that's kind of half my potential flying career gone. How do I do it? With difficulty. I've got two potential routes: integrated or modular. I'm not going to go into the ins and outs in this video, but I've got to pass a medical and a bunch of exams, and I don't know where I'm going to need to live, and I've got a partner who means the world to me, and a cat. She's all right too. It's really scary, and loads of people are probably better than me, surely. I have done a ton of stuff. I've been to uni, worked in petrol stations, sold wine, fixed eyes, sold Rolexes, made documentaries, been in documentaries, played murderers, filmed weddings, trained staff. But aviation has always been there in the background. In fact, it's the only career I've ever been certain that I wanted. And it's been there since I was a nipper. Well, all right then, Rick, we get it, you love it, but why have you waited until you're 40 if you love it that much? Confidence? Money? Mostly confidence. Actually, no, mostly money. But partly, when you're 40, you face facts. You're not far off the middle of your working life. You're a grown-up now. You take stock. Am I nailing life? Is there something I should have done before? Is there something I can do about it now? So, after a proper soul search, I realized, yes, I think I am kind of nailing life. I'm the happiest person I know. I'm still in love with the first person I ever dated. I've got a family who I love and who I'm proud of. And I like myself. But there is something missing. And it's shaped like a plane. I've reached a point now where not trying would bother me more than failing. I've got my PPL, and I had to pass a Class 2 medical for that. Great. But this is a Class 1. Now, the Class 1 is more stringent, it has to be. This is what signs your health off to carry paying passengers. The CAA will put their name to the fact that I'm healthy enough that nothing will put their passengers at risk. Now, I don't think there's anything wrong with me. I'm almost certainly healthier, fitter, and definitely thinner than I was when I was 20. But it does get you paranoid. When did I last check my blood pressure? Do I sleep enough? Should I be running marathons? Was that mole always there? Before I get excited about all of the other challenges, I don't even know if I'm medically allowed to be a pilot. Yeah, this is a biggie. Arguably the biggie. At the time of filming this, we're currently in something of an aviation boom, and there are some airlines which are actually offering to pay for all of your training. I mean, that's ridiculous. As you can probably imagine, places are limited and they are popular. I mean, really popular. So I'll keep applying, obviously, but I've got to have a backup. Modular training. Well, it helps that I've already got my PPL, and it's definitely one of the less expensive options. Finally, I've actually managed to accrue enough equity in my house value that I can actually afford to pay for most of my modular training, which is great. Integrated training. This is the really pricey one. I frankly just haven't got that kind of cash. I mean, there are sort of ways around it. There are actually some European airlines which are almost approachable price-wise, but I'd have to move to a different country, and I have a partner. And a cat. I should add a really important caveat that amongst all of these options, there's no guarantee of a job at the end of it. They just give you the means to start applying. So I might find a way to afford this, but it doesn't guarantee a job. Here's the other thing about being 40. You've got a life, commitments, often dependents, often a mortgage and other bills. I've got to have a plan for my commitments. There's so much noise here, so many reasons that it won't happen, that there's actually a really strong argument for not wasting any time trying. But two things I've learned at this stage in my life. One, When I really am too old, it's far more likely that I'm going to regret the things that I haven't tried than the things I have. 2. I'm actually more likely to achieve something because I kept trying, rather than because I'm the luckiest man in the world or the cleverest man in the world. I'm not. So, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it, and for better or worse, I wanna bring you with me, in real time, warts and all. So what's next? Well, remember that money I was telling you about? I need to sell the house first. Then there's the medical, the hour building, the exams, the ratings, the licensing. I want to take you with me. I really want you to hear first as soon as I have an update. Literally all you have to do is click on a subscribe button. And finally, I really want to hear from you, whoever you are. I will respond to all questions, but I especially want to hear from other aspiring pilots, perhaps people in a similar situation to me. What's your story? What's held you back? Or if you've made it from a situation like mine, what got you there? Let's make this whole endeavour a learning experience for you and for me. Let's get there together.